What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor Lawler. Welcome back to another week of Weird News Wednesdays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the strangest news stories from around the world. We talk about the news that the real news is just too afraid to talk about. As always, I am joined by my best pal, Mr. Shaun Me. And Shaun, happy Christmas. How's it going?
Happy Christmas, Conor. You know, I'm good. Last minute gift buying is in full effect. I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way, Conor, let me tell you.
That's really had to stuff that one in, didn't you?
Like a Christmas turkey.
Can I just ask, I mean, obviously we're live, this is going out, Shaun, but is there anyone particularly you haven't bought for, or what's the story?
Oh, look, who could say? Who could say what brother I haven't bought for yet?
Well, I wouldn't get him fucking nothing. So.
No, I've had his gift for months, actually. It's class.
I've got you another big bag of coal. And inside it, a bag of coal.
I know your house doesn't have a fireplace, so now it's more inconvenient for you.
I want you to just match. Good luck to you.
Oh, actually, sorry, early tangent. One time when we were kids, we went into like the big bucket of coal that was in my granny's shed, and we just started painting it with house paint. We just painted the coal for some reason. There we go.
I love the idea that she then throws it on the fire and she just gets knocked out from the fumes as all the paint burns.
And this is like late 90s house paint. Like, it was lethal.
Oh, it's thick.
It is thick, boys.
Inhalation fumes got her in the end.
Man, I've really screwed this intro already, haven't I? This is Christmas.
So anyway, that's how my granny died. So we're moving into weird news.
Let's all have a laugh.
So Shaun, we haven't even really introduced it. Weird news, what do we do here?
Oh, well, you have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world. You're about to read them all out to me, a man who has been too busy fighting Sinbad to get Turbo Man to look at any weird news.
I thought you were going to go in 2 minutes, too busy plotting the deaths of loved ones.
Yeah, look, I had to pick a side of the fence on that one, and I tried to make it cheery, you know?
Interesting, but I brought it back to the darkness. So who's in the wrong here?
I think Tiny Tim. I think he's the villain of the piece.
If anyone hasn't seen Muppets Christmas Carol, go watch it right now. That's not even a plug. It's not even a plug for our review. Just watch the movie.
Yeah,
it's real good.
It's real good. Like, I watched it for the review the other day, and then last night watched it again. It's just really good.
You did not?
I did, yeah. I watched it with my parents.
And did they enjoy it?
They did. They enjoyed my running commentary over the whole thing.
Oh, I would assume you always running commentary.
I just played the episode.
You were like reading the IMDb trivia as each scene happened.
The puppet was filmed in water, so it would look like it was floating.
Shaun, we're going to start off this week with what I've decided to do is, because it's the festive season, it's the time for giving. And what this podcast is famous for is giving advice.
Oh,
and now,
is that what it's famous for?
Well, one of us is famous for giving advice. That is not me. Mm-hmm. That would be you.
I am the advice
famously has solved. I mean, up to this point, it's only a segment that's been around for a few months, but I don't think it's out of the realms of possibility to state that you've probably saved maybe 500 million people with your advice already.
I would say so, and certainly 1 billion marriages. Like, I'm just that good. I've never had a miss, quite frankly.
So 500 million people, but 1 billion marriages. Yeah. I don't know if that math works.
No, because 500 million and then 1 billion. There were a couple of married. All those people got married twice.
All of them.
Every single one.
So ultimately, you ruined their first marriage to move on to the second successful.
Look, if it ain't working, it ain't working.
Look.
Happy Christmas.
Leave. If you have a minor scuffle, leave.
Get out.
So, look, you famously solve problems, relationships, friendships. I think they're the only two that we've kind of covered.
Pirate ships.
Pirate ships they're just generally some of your faves. But Shaun, what do we have this week? I have a neighbour ship that maybe you can solve. Neighbours can be tricky.
Always
you know what
tough.
I mean?
Always tough to navigate that.
And Shaun, you're a resident agony aunt that we come to
I am in
figure
agony.
out how every day is how we solve these problems. And what I have here is my neighbour billed me for a fence he put up 17 years ago. I've only just moved into the house.
That's bullshit.
Fuck.
That's taking the piss.
Oh, lads.
So he's essentially renting that fence then to you as the person.
So, look, that first of all, you're already... I was going to say on the fence. You're not on the fence, Shaun.
I've come firmly down on one side of the fence.
You've come firmly down. Now, look, sometimes what happens here is you come in strong one side, you hear the logic, you hear the reasoning, you go to the other side. I don't think that's going to happen here, but let's do it anyway.
Okay.
Many people find great comfort in being friendly with their neighbours, Shaun. It's nice to have someone to exchange smiles with, have a quick chat with. That all sounds horrible to me.
That's
or
horrendous.
someone to take in deliveries for you. I'm not having my deliveries touched by anyone.
Leave those alone. Throw them over the back gate, please.
But one woman's dreams of growing a great relationship with her neighbour were crushed when he handed her a bill for a fence that was built 17 years ago. Shannon Spencer has recently moved into her home in Perth, Australia, a lovely part of the world.
Indeed it is.
When she moved in, however, she was given a 17-year-old receipt for $506 dues, or £277, for a boundary that was built in 2005.
And just no explanation, I'm assuming. Just like, here, pay this.
She's come out and she said it wasn't a huge amount because it's like £270.
Yeah.
It was more just, it's the fact that the fence has been there for 17 years and her neighbour has held on to this receipt in his hand, this invoice, waiting for the perfect time to come and hand it over to the neighbour.
It's the pettiness of it, yeah. And like... Because it's not about the money. It's about the principle of like, I'm not paying you for this.
And look, this is where you come in, Shaun, because Shannon had initially thought it was a joke, but what the neighbour said, this is the reasoning, is that all the other neighbours had paid for the fence and that she was the last one to contribute to it.
All the other
houses around the area had paid for the fence. That is in like goes across all of the houses, but she was not paying for the fence, Shaun.
But she bought the house as is. There was no additional fence thrown into the mix.
The land was previously vacant, which is why the owner of the previous owner of the house had not paid for the fence.
Right. Okay. So this is a new build on this land. And so wait, did he apportion when they were splitting the cost of the fence originally? He was just like, as soon as someone moves in, like if we just include them, it's cheaper for everyone.
Yes.
That's horrendous.
So she also was disputing paying for it because of the condition it's in. As she says, it's rusted and it's not even the same height as the surrounding fences. Well, I know I need to. I'm required to pay. I'm just disputing the amount I should pay.
She's not required to pay.
The depreciation over the 17 years and the fact that the fence is rusted. Local lawyer Johnson Kitto, an Australian man through and through, fucking Kitto himself, big old Kitto loves a few pints. So Kitto spoke on the radio show confirming that the law is unfortunately on the neighbour's side.
Is it? No, it's not.
He said that due to the age of the fence, it's possible that a court may support Shannon in paying a smaller amount, but questioned whether it was worth a legal dispute. The best advice I can give her is to simply pay it. I wouldn't try to negotiate with him. It's a relatively small amount, and life is worth more than $500 dues. Haggling over neighbourhood fences over that. Mr. Kitto said, imagine what the cost would be of constructing it today.
Right, but they're going to have to reconstruct it because it's apparently a shit fence.
So here's the thing, right? The lawyers have come in. They said legally she's going to have to pay it because she'll probably lose if they go to court, and then she'll have to pay for all the court fees on top of it, ultimately losing more money than just paying it straight up.
That may be the case. I'm trying to think of any kind of thing. What can I cut out? Okay, say I live in that house. Can I get the reciprocating saw out and just take out my section of the fence and give it back to him?
So that's why I bring this to you, Shaun, because this lawyer, I didn't like his answer.
No.
Right? And she's stuck here. Like, this is a difficult decision to make.
You shouldn't be shaken down after you've just bought a house. Like,
you're the person to come to because you're the real legal advice that she needs to take. Shaun, what are her next steps?
Okay, option one, cut out your section of the fence and give it to him. And then it's like, okay, now I have no benefit from the fence, so I don't have to pay for it. Option 2, which I've definitely thought of, and I'm not just going to make up on the spot, is
Good take
you pay the money, right? You pay the money straight out, but you recoup that by doing small little things and then billing him for the same benefits, say. Like you host a barbecue, invite him over, and then keep that man filled with hot dogs, Tim Tams. What else do Australians have? And
they have regular food over there too.
Yeah, but Bovril or whatever.
They're the only 3 foods you eat.
It's the Australian diet. And then once that's done, morning after, send him an invoice in the post, and just put one sign somewhere. He might not even see it, but it's just like, oh, it was signed that you had to pay for all of this.
Now, look, I'm very proud of you. Because every other time we've ever done this, a certain solution has popped up.
Option 3.
Oh my God. No, I'm just I'm very proud of the growth you've had as someone who offers advice. Because I don't know if previous listeners may know this. Maybe you haven't heard Shaun's other options or other pieces of advice.
He's an older man, isn't he?
So... Shaun's other piece of advice. That's terrible. So his other piece of advice normally include, and bear with me here, because just coming into this cold, you're not going to realise how we got here. Is his idea was to microdose COVID at all times.
Microdose COVID, so you have just a constant run of minor symptoms, but you're still threatening enough to be infectious to various people. Sometimes you get the benefit, like losing your sense of smell. If, say, your partner is smelly, that solves that problem.
That was a problem we solved already.
There was a bunch of dogs being invited to a wedding. Guy didn't like dogs. Maybe he didn't like the smell. Microdose COVID, no more smell. Also limits the amount of guests that can come. Now, and this fits an older gentleman in a higher risk category, Conor, I think you'll agree. So if you microdose COVID... I'm not trying to kill him, that's why we're microdosing it. So, you... microdose COVID, he's not coming within 20 feet of your house, fence or no.
Actually, you microdose COVID and start licking that fence. I'd like to see him try and get paid for that fence.
That's the thing. Start licking your letterbox. You can't put a letter through the door.
Start licking your money.
Start licking all your money.
You go, I don't have anything other than these notes and coins, and I've licked all of them, and I have microdose COVID. So you can take them, but there's a heavy risk.
And I don't want to I don't want that on me. I'm sitting here. I've got permanent COVID here, so I don't know how we're going to resolve this.
There's no way to solve this.
There's no
we better just
way
leave it.
There's no other way in the world to exchange money that doesn't require hand-to-hand contact.
I don't have a bank. I don't know what a bank is. Just leave me be.
In what world does she have to pay it? Why? How the fuck is that not built into the price of the house?
I don't know, but all I know is that the lawyer has come in. Kato's come in, Shaun. And I don't think Kato's a lying man.
I don't know. Kato sounds pretty suspect to me. He sounds
if I had a lawyer called Kato, I think all of his friends are Kato, I would be suspicious of hiring him.
This is the thing, and it's like maybe he lives in the estate as well, and he wants his money for that portion of the fence. Can
I give you a scenario? Right, you're on trial for murder. Okay. Right. Again, you've hired this man, Johnson. And you're walking into court, you're real nervous, you're you haven't done anything, but you're they're going to twist my words, they're going to turn the truth into lies, they're going to really use what I'm saying against me. Thank God I have this lawyer here, he's going to protect me. And someone walks the other way and says, Big Daddy K! Right, what do you do?
I look around to see maybe it's a different Big Daddy, but then I see Kato a high five into a hug kind of scenario with this.
First of all he throws up the pinky finger thumb and goes.
He does the dolphin. Yeah.
He does the dolphin and he says, "What up?"
and then it's the high five, the hug, pat on the back. Calls him a good cunt, as Australians are wont to do. See, I've been around.
The K-man, they call him.
And then he goes back to his file And he's like, yeah, you're going to have to pay for this fence. And I'm like, I'm on trial for murder. It's like, oh, shit.
Oh, I have mixed my papers up.
So but wait, that lady then is, oh, no.
She's got the electric chair and she just wanted to pay for a fence.
I mean, I nearly would take him to court on the principle. I know it would cost more and I'd probably lose. But I would just want the opportunity to stand in front of a judge and say on record, this is bullshit.
I just want to say on record, he's a cunt. That's all I wanted to say, Your Honour. I'm happy to take the payment.
And if this is ever read back, if this is read on the news, I want to just be very clear and say that I, Kitto, think that this person is a cunt. Now read that back.
And this is her saying,
yeah.
I, Johnson Kitto, am an idiot.
I renounce my claim to the legal profession.
Shaun, so your idea is take him to court or chainsaw a part of the fence out and then keep it for yourself.
No, give it back. I want nothing to do with this fence.
But lick it before you give it back.
Spit all over it. Like, just absolutely rust the shit out of it through saliva. But then I would go down to the local hardware store, Bunnings in Australia, by the way, and I would build...
You don't eat Tim Tams there?
I'm sure they do. They have their big thing after the vote. And
this is like them saying about us potatoes, man. This is what you're doing right now.
Look.
I do love a potato, though. To be fair, it's one of those things.
Do you know? I had. You know, do you ever do mashed potato but in the skins? And it's like you got all like cream cheese and stuff in there. It's fucking delicious.
Brother, you're on a different level. You play 4D chess.
Spud, my friend. But
Spudmaster.
I'm a Spudmaster. Spudmaster General, they call me. But I would go down to Bunnings, I'd get a load of timber and I'd build my own fence. And then I'd build a higher one right next to him.
You build a bigger one but closer to your home, so his fence is no longer the fence keeping things out, it's your fence.
Exactly. And I put a little slide door like in the confession box so he can tell me his fucking sins and how much of a prick he is.
Perfect. We've solved another one.
Another victory for the pod.
Yes. Get the word out. If anyone's got any problems, send them in to us. And we're going to tell you to start licking some things.
Oh heavens, no, not real problems, please.
No, please. I can't solve actual things.
Don't send me... don't actually ask me for help, please.
Have enough of me own. We're moving on, Shaun, to our next piece of news. And look, we've covered your helping people. What if I told you of the word psychic? Now, it's a word you love. It's a profession that you obviously think is great.
It's a simile for liar.
Psychic could read boyfriend's mind, says he can't get away with anything.
Okay, let's imagine a world where psychics are real. Okay?
Okay.
Why, would it not be like a real breach of trust to read your partner's mind?
Oh, it'd be rough. Because, we're all in relationships, you know what I mean? There comes a point where, something happens. You might have to tell a white little lie, this is very nice. You know what I mean?
Not in a malicious, not in a mean way, not to cause any problems. Let's dig up to get out of this, Connor.
Yeah. I like these trousers that I'm wearing. Connor, you picked out for me.
Dial it back, man.
I love this shirt that you got for me.
These
salmon
potatoes
is my
colour. That's not a lie. They're all good.
Oh God, I hate that salmon shirt. I just make it clear I don't have a salmon shirt. As far as I know, I might somewhere in there. So a woman claims to be psychic and says she can read her boyfriend's mind, and he's not happy about it. I'd say he's fucking not.
Wait, so he's like, yeah, you're right. Actually, fuck, I was thinking that.
Yeah. Now, Shaun, this is going to be one of your favourite people we've ever covered, because Ali Ninfo. Okay. She's 26. She first realised she was different when she was 5 years old, and now she's made it her career, and she earns nearly 200 grand a year by talking to dead people.
To dead people? That's even more fucked. Don't lie to
I brought this in to anger them.
No, look, I don't care if you're just reading the living and telling them, you might be lucky tomorrow. If you're talking to some woman
people.
and like her husband is dead, and you're like, no, I'm chatting to him. Nah, you're a prick.
You deserve to stand on an upturned plug barefoot every day of your life.
And look, if you believe in this, that's fine. If it brings you happiness, that's fine. But if you're the person that lies, go fuck yourself.
You're the person doing it. It's like, you're well
aware. And you can take educated guesses. Also, I think this woman with her boyfriend, I think she's just really good at I think he's a bad liar and she's really good at reading people.
Did you do something? No, I didn't.
Her boyfriend is he's hands in pockets, whistling, looking around him. That's how he covers up for I'm playing it cool.
She's predicted breakups. She's spoken to dead relatives. No, she hasn't. Nope. And knows everything that's going on in her boyfriend's mind. I mean, I'm going to come clean. Yeah. Lads are fucking dumb.
We're thick as pig shit,
real so dumb. Look, I mean, that's not very hard. I could tell you what's going on in his mind.
Fucking nothing most of the time, honestly.
Vacant. A big fucking tumbleweed.
Do you know what he's doing right now? Is he's sitting there, say he's in a restaurant, right?
And he's trying to remember how to breathe.
He's trying to remember how to breathe. Or he's just being tick. He's looking at all the light fixtures and figuring out who'd die if they fell on him. My favourite thing is just look, I'm just trying to live till the next minute. I'm living minute by minute, second by second. Am I going to die right now? Well, we'll check in a minute again just to see what's going on. And it's just this constant loop. It's like a screensaver inside our heads most of the time. The pipes going around.
But it's not all fun and games, Shaun. As Ali from Dallas, Texas said, some people don't understand her gift and question her abilities. Like you, Shaun.
Like us, hater. Come on.
No, I'm on her side now again. Ali became embarrassed about it when she realised it wasn't normal, in quotation marks. And she hid her psychic tendencies from her friends until she met another medium while living in LA, Shaun.
Famed home of truthers, LA.
The psychic taught Ali about her gifts and how to use them, and she started to give readings. Oh, another liar she encountered.
She met another grifter is what happened. Who taught her the art of grifting.
Somebody who'd been a grifter for longer.
Yeah.
So Ali is an intuitive, energetic healer, Shaun. And she's when I was younger and I realised I was embarrassed. I thought I was weird and I didn't tell anybody about it. Then I realised I wasn't fulfilled in my life because I wasn't using my gifts. So she took time to heal herself now I get to help people and have a dream job. I can read my mind. This is where her boyfriend comes in, Shaun. So she's like, my boyfriend can't get away with anything. One example of this is one time he was trying to hide something from me. I came home and said, what are you hiding from me?
That's not being psychic. That's just your boyfriend. Maybe he's kind of a shit
every
dude.
Every relationship ever.
Yeah. What are you hiding? Nothing. Go on. Stop lying to me. Okay, this is what it is.
No, I'm not hiding nothing. Just stop.
But also, there's you can put things together based on context clues. That's a job. That's being a detective. Not.
So you're saying she's a detective? That's a very good compliment to give her, Shaun.
I'm saying she could put her skills to better use, but she probably wouldn't make $200,000 a year. So why the fuck would she?
He's like, I can't even surprise you. I mean, I like the idea that he believes as well, and he's like, fuck, I'm terrified every second.
That's the thing, because he must believe. Otherwise, why would he be with her? But if he doesn't believe, is he just playing into it? And he's doing shit to get found out. But surely she would know that if she's psychic. Apparently,
another example is that she woke up one morning and I just said to my mom, Grandma is sick. And my mom said, how do you know? She's already in hospital or something. No, I just told her that I heard it in my head, but it was still my own voice, but different from my own thoughts. Interesting.
The thing is,
a few weeks later, my grandma got sick, Shaun.
A few weeks later, once winter hit, was it?
Once the coal statement.
Like, I want to know more about her grandmother then, because like, grandma, she's famously anti-vax and lots of people spitting on her. Like, yeah, safe bet.
She might get sick with something.
It's the broadest like statement, and then it's like, oh no, this is the hard evidence we needed.
So, I mean, it took a while. Like, so when she moved to LA, like, it took a little time for her to figure out her powers. Because, like, we've all seen X-Men movies. You gotta go through the learning stage. What can you do? What can you not do? I'm a mutant. Am I weird? Does everyone know?
And
all
so
that
on.
general stuff. And so on and so forth. I've seen Magneto. Wolverine.
There you go.
Like, that Magneto movie got cancelled. Never mind. So she connects with souls of people. And she runs intuitive healing sessions to see what a person's soul really desires, Shaun.
It's just therapy. Like, that's just like, you know, and that's just like talk therapy, which is like, what do you want? Tell me. Like, but she's taking people who are like, this is also like, I don't mean to be this guy, but she's taking people who are like susceptible and like probably want just any answer in the world, and is like, yeah, this is my best guess at this, and just letting them go.
My favourite idea is that he's so scared that he's just brutally honest at all times. Like, no matter what he thinks, he has to say.
Yeah.
Because, Jesus, he knows. She's going to know.
He'll get found out. What a terrible way to live, though. Like,
he's living in fear.
He's like, I can have no personal thoughts to myself. You're allowed to think things.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Not in this house.
Not in this fucking house. And if you think some, I think some, okay? That's how we work.
Does she keep secrets from him, do you think? Like the fact that she's a fake psychic?
That's the biggest secret you can keep.
But like, I would hope that it's like, at least maybe it goes both ways, that she's like, look, I know you can't read minds, so here's what's going on.
Should we get some sort of like outreach program and maybe reach out to this man and be like, you can leave, like, you don't need to live in this fear every day.
Yeah, you can just, what you do is, right, and hear me out here, get a little bit of COVID, and then once you start, because then she'll have to isolate, once you start shutting down her business, she's going to leave you right quick, bud. And
then very quickly just say, what number am I taking of?
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
Just shout that at her at various points in the day. And then, like, after the 400th time when she doesn't get it right, because it's any number, by the way. If she's psychic, it could be any number.
Well, look, I mean, what am I taking right now? What do I want to do?
Yeah, literally. Like, what's... He's like, oh, something's wrong with me, but I don't know what. Tell me what it is. And then she's like, just make something up. And he's like, no,
what does my soul desire right now?
Yeah.
That's how you ask her.
And then she's like, oh,
doesn't work like that, brother.
Out the door.
You got to pay.
Get gone. 200 grand a year. What?
Big money.
Is she declaring any of that?
That's a little less than we make.
Just under.
Just under. I mean, she's nearly there. She just needs to keep working harder. You know what I mean? You got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Rise and grind. That's what I say.
I'm just atypically structured. You know what I mean?
Would you describe that as built different, Conor?
I would describe that as built different, Shaun.
My God. My God.
Shaun, we're moving on to our next piece of news. Now, several years ago, like 3.5, 4 years ago now, a long time.
Yeah.
We talked about a story that involved a submarine. And we discussed the fact that it was something that happened was the submarine took off. It was a $3 billion submarine that they had newly built. Yeah, a nuclear submarine. And when they were going under the water, somebody just forgot to close a hatch somewhere, and then all the water got in and destroyed the $3 billion nuclear submarine
on the day it launched. And it was
on the day it launched
100% you could attribute the fact that it sank and was destroyed, that could be attributed to one person,
and we discussed the fact that they know who they are.
And they had to go home that night.
And there's a meeting with all the crew, like, somebody left the door open. Just put up your hand. You're not in trouble. We just want to know.
But, like, I'd wager you'll be in a bit of trouble.
You might be in slightly a bit of trouble.
3 billion.
That's a lot of money. So, Shaun, this week in Berlin, a giant aquarium burst that had so much water that 264,000 gallons of water, 1 million litres of water.
No! Just spilled everywhere.
Just burst. It was a 46-foot high aquarium.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Just... there's first of all, that's like a tidal wave coming at you.
Now, I will say it injured 2 people. They are not dead. They have since been looked after.
Good.
But obviously, when 264 gallons of water suddenly just erupts from somewhere, I mean, someone's getting it.
And presumably a fair bit of glass was in there as well, which probably would also help.
Yes.
Also, a shark fell on a man.
If the sharks are in there, it's a shark aquarium, obviously.
The Sharkquarium, of course.
So the city's fire service tweeted that 100 firefighters had to be deployed to the scene.
But look, I'm going to be honest, they've specced into one particular element, Conor.
Not only that, but they're bringing more of what the problem is.
That's true.
To the scene.
Do you think it's a cost-saving thing? It's like they've been waiting for years for this to happen so they can fill the tanks
sucking
back
it
up. Yeah. They've got like a straw in a bucket and they're siphoning the water from the aquarium.
I love the idea someone turns up with the big hose like, we're no use here. All we're going to do is add to the problem.
They pull the hose out and they're like, put her in reverse, boys, and suck it all up.
So the aquarium is damaged, and this is really where why the story caught my eye is their description of what happened. The aquarium, by the way, is located in the foyer of a Radisson Collection Hotel. Okay? So it's in the middle of the hotel. It's a 46-foot high aquarium.
I was going to say Radisson is a pretty nice hotel, and then I realised, why would there be a 46-foot fucking aquarium if it was a shitty hotel?
A 2-star.
Yeah.
It's a B&B.
The jury's in.
So the massive aquarium is there. It just bursts, and everyone's gone with it. Now, only 2 people were even injured, which, to be honest, is a fucking miracle.
Yeah. And the fact it was like a hotel as well, there could have been any number of people in the lobby. It's like the scene in Mission Impossible 2 is what I'm thinking of.
I could think of no other scene, Shaun.
It's the only scene for me. Don't know what that means.
The only scene for me. I've got a tattooed on me.
I figured out how to tattoo a GIF, and it's on me now.
Cool.
Yeah.
Berlin Mayor Franziska Giffey said on Twitter that around 1 million litres of water had, and this is in their own words, leaked from the aquarium. They said the aquarium is damaged and water is leaking in a tweet. That was the hotel's tweet.
Right. But it was a deluge of water all at once is what actually happened.
Leaking implies to me drips. It implies to me that, oh no, we're getting a few drips out.
A tap leaks.
Yeah.
A bag of chips with too much vinegar in it leaks.
Oh, but it's a fucking lovely leak, though.
Oh, it's a fucking good. Throw your mouth under that and just num. Jeez. But an aquarium generally bursts, I would say.
I would say it's either intact or it's not intact. I don't think there's a middle ground.
No, there should be no compromise in the structural integrity of the aquarium.
Yeah. So the fire department spokesman Adrian Wenzel told CNN that the incident happened around 5:50 a.m, which is why nobody was in the fire.
Okay.
So it was 5:50 a.m, and what happened was the glass obviously burst and everything just fucking exploded and leaked slightly out of the aquarium. The 46-foot aquarium, 1 million litres of water just leaked out. What? You know how it is.
What caused it? Do they know?
See, now this is really where it gets a bit confusing because we actually don't know what's caused it. But now my question to you, Shaun, is one of the night staff, they're sweeping the floor, Shaun. They're just having a little sweep. And they check their phone, and then they stick the phone away. They go for one big sweep. They're nearly finished. Like, they're logging off at 6. It's like 10 to 6 in the morning. Like,
2 days from retirement. It's great.
I'm just 1 day from retirement. One big fucking swipe of the brush. Wood goes behind them. They put that lovely metal tip at the top of it recently, just to celebrate their retirement. And a little crack appears in the wall, in the glass. Just, it then becomes, you watch it as the crack becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you go, I'm going to leave early.
I'm clocking out. This is not my turn. Because that's what I was thinking, like maybe the hammerhead shark, you know, like but he's actually one of those hammers that they have on a bus for an emergency. Like that kind of thing.
The bus hammerhead shark.
The bus hammerhead shark, of course.
Of course.
Famous to this one aquarium. Why did they put him in the aquarium? What was the plan there, lads?
Didn't make any sense, but David Attenborough said it was an okay thing to do. He gave it the go-ahead. This is not a similar story at all, but there's a pub near me and it has a pool table. And behind the pool table is a massive mirror, like maybe the size of the wall, say. But there's one spot where it's slightly too close to the like bottom left corner pocket. Yeah. And you, like, as you're taking a shot from there, you line it up and there's a perfect crack in the mirror that's just been done over and over and over again, and it's all spiderwebbed out from that point. And the rest of it didn't even break or anything.
No, it's a really good mirror. Like, except for that one bit, but like, you make do.
I mean, let's get into this. What's your pool playability like?
I'm actually pretty good. I don't mean to.
Are you actually pretty good at pool?
I'm pretty good at pool. I played a lot of pool growing up.
Fuck. Okay.
I went to there was a party in this same pub actually, and it was a bunch of people who had never played pool before. And then it was me, a Northern Irish guy, and a guy from Scotland. And someone
it's an international tournament.
Yeah. And someone handed me the cue and just like, "Do you want to go? Are you any good?" And I was like, "I'm all right." And I played really well, Conor, and I impressed a lot of people. I was very happy with myself that night.
You hate yourself when you tell a story where you're the hero.
I know, but when I've done something wrong or I fucked up, let me tell that
lads,
story.
Wait till you hear this.
I can't big myself up. It's one of my flaws.
Well, I'll tell you something, Shaun. I would love to challenge you to a game of pool.
I would play you in a game of pool.
I'll take you to the local. And
the local.
And I don't want to talk rude, but I will slap you up, you fucking little bitch. Sorry. I've started early. I've started early on it.
It's okay.
I would like to generously play you in a gentlemanly game.
I'm saying we're hanging out next week. Like, is that on the cards or?
I don't think there's a pool table there.
Ah, right, that's fair enough.
It's a different pub.
No, definitely we'll do it. We can put it on the Patreon as like a special.
No, because if I lose, I'll just shut that camera off. Shut it off.
It's like one of the big 90s cameras. You have like your hand over the lens.
Get away from me. I love the idea of just getting so. No, me and you would spend the whole time going, "You're really good." You were really good.
Is to like big the other person up so much that they lose confidence in themselves.
Yeah, I could take it. I'd be like, everyone likes you, Shaun. Oh no.
Well, I know that's a lie. What's your preferred type of pool? Are we talking like American pool or like red and yellow balls kind of pool?
Red and yellow striped solids. I take them.
I'll take anything.
Lad, you give me 40 balls, I'll go at. I tried snooker before.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty decent at pool, but snooker I tried, and lads, an hour, and we were still on that one fucking frame, just going around in circles.
The brain power in snooker is like, fuck me.
You pot a raid, and then you're like, I'm 7 feet away from my next raid.
I haven't thought this through.
Lads, even when I try to place it, for some reason I'm always 7 or 8 feet away.
Which is why pool is just, it's fucking elite. I love it.
You can't be no more than 20 centimetres away at all times.
You can sneeze and you'll be closer to the ball.
Yeah, exactly, Shaun. What do we do with this aquarium? I mean, if you were the firefighter, you turn up, it's a scenario where you're just like, look, this is fucked. I don't know if we can do anything.
Yeah, I guess once you get the people out of there, I suppose make sure that the building isn't going to fall down from all the water. I mean, like, do you open the hotel that day? Like, what goes... Like,
no, the hotel is closed until further notice.
Understandable, because a lot of water went into the foundations just there. Yes. But, like, so someone, like... Because this wasn't sorted in 15 minutes. They didn't decide to, like, shut everything up. So, like, people would have rocked up for their, like, 7 o'clock shift. And they just see the firefighters, and then someone tells them, yeah, there was a leak, and it's like, what the fuck?
Apparently all within a mile of the hotel had to be evacuated. Then they shut down the whole major road next to the building and all around it.
Jesus Christ. Because presumably it got out of the hotel, and
it's escaped.
And look, and so now like, okay, This is the grim side of this story. But now there's just like a fucking octopus on the streets of Berlin. Like, what happens now, you know?
Confused.
Who do you call? Like, how... Like, the time sensitivity to get all the fish back in water.
Call the octopus brigade.
Is that why they called the fire brigade? Because they knew they'd have water, and they're just hosing down all the fish.
Because they had a load of pyromaniac octopuses around. Quick, get the fire brigade.
8 legs, 8 lighters, my friend. Like,
they got 8 matches at once.
Sorry, 4 lighters, 4 cans of Lynx Africa.
Fuck.
That's
they're
how you
fucking
do
that
it.
crazy.
Yeah,
they're that kind of crazy, though.
Yeah. Oh, they would.
And they got that sucky cups at the end of each like, they're ready to stick, and I think.
The sucky cups, is it?
Sucky cups. What do you call them?
Suction cups.
Sucky cups, of course.
No, you've been hanging around Australians too much, Conor.
They're the same thing.
Suction. No, the scientific
And
term.
now, when I said octopus sucky cups, you knew what I meant, did you not?
I did, but that was from
there
context.
You go. Arrest my case, Your Honour.
Octopus and cups.
Arrest my fucking case, Your Honour. I win. Okay.
Have you seen Love Hate?
Yes.
No, that pool game we're playing. That is a niche reference.
That is a niche that's an Irish television show that aired in 2007 that Shaun is referencing.
Look, what can I say? That's
pretty good, though. If you haven't
really
seen
good.
Love Hate,
Barry Keoghan. Barry Keoghan's in that.
It's got Barry Keoghan, and not only does it have a Barry Keoghan, it has Robert Sheehan from from Misfits
and Umbrella Academy.
I mean, that's pretty strong. We got all the Irish classics were all in there. That's where they all started.
Yeah, and then they moved on and made money.
Yeah. Barry, by the way, that clip going around from the Banshees of Inisherin on Twitter.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, finally, like, that Barry guy, he's pretty fucking good.
We've known from the start. We've always been in
we tried to tell you. We tried to tell you in like 2020 that this lad was the big man. This man's coming out here doing things. And nobody believed us. Everyone laughed at us, Shaun. I don't
he'll
want to
never
say
come on the show.
everyone...
And fair enough, he's probably not coming on the show now, but because he's too big.
No, he's way too big now. That was our one time.
We had a narrow window where we could have fucking nabbed him, but here we are.
But you said to me you didn't think he was that good secretly. Do you remember that?
No, that was your psychic told you that, Conor. And as I said, they're liars.
Good save. Thanks, Barry, please. Barry, come on for one.
If you're somehow listening.
Barry, seriously. He's got a blank with your face on it.
Several times. Now look, that's not weird. I didn't commission that. That was a gift.
That's the Barry throwing.
It's the Barry throwing, exactly. And that's not Throne. That's like a throw you'd have on a couch. I'm explaining it too much. But your name is Keoghan, Barry, and it's a Barry throwing is what we've got going.
We're just talking to Barry directly.
Every podcast I do, I just talk to Barry directly.
Honestly, he couldn't give a shit about me or any of you listening. He's just hoping Barry's listening.
It's a natural conduit for me to chat to Barry Keoghan. You can bring a friend, that's fine.
Imagine Barry tweeting, he was like, love the show, man, you're really good.
I genuinely think I'd explode.
Shaun, we're moving on to our next piece of news. And, I mean, it's one of those where I have got 2 options for you. One, I have just a story generally about ghosts. Or 2, I have another psychic. But we've already had a psychic, so would you like the ghost?
I think I feel I've expended all my energy talking about psychics, so I think ghosts, which I definitely believe in, is the next way to go.
Ghost hunter captures voice of foul-mouthed spectre on tape, claiming that it is trapped.
Okay, did we have something very similar?
We did. We had a story a while ago about a ghost telling people to piss off.
Yeah, but this is a different foul-mouthed ghost.
All the ghosts seem to be a bit foul-mouthed, to be honest.
I mean, you would, wouldn't you? If you were a ghost, you'd throw a few hexen dams around.
I'd be effing and jeffing left, right and centre. I don't want to be on this mortal plane.
I'd be runting and funting left, right and centre, Conor, let me tell you.
I don't know what that is.
Look, I'm trying my best.
A ghost hunter claims to have caught a foul-mouthed spook telling him it is trapped during a search of a creepy tunnel. Andy Pollard, also known as the Yorkshire Ghost Guy, visit.
That's not a title. That's just something people call him because they can't remember.
To be honest
his
with you,
name.
Andy's called himself that, and he's hoping it sticks.
Is that his Instagram or his Facebook page?
So, as on previous searches, he set up a camcorder as he looked around the dark surroundings. He was also armed with a K2 meter. Shaun, we've covered a K2 meter before.
The K2. Not as good as the K3, but...
Not as good. A device used to detect spikes in the electromagnetic field, which paranormal investigators believe may indicate the presence of spirits. So it's really just a thing that you can sell to people, and it makes a few beeps, and sometimes you put it in a direction and it makes more beeps.
Yeah, and I don't know if the last time we found a photo, Conor, but it looks like the most Fisher-Price bullshit I've ever seen.
But I bet it beeps.
It does beep. It goes from 1.5 to 20 milligrams.
I don't know what the measuring is. What's the unit of measurement?
Millighost, perhaps?
Millighost. Obviously millighosts.
But for the low price of $65, not including shipping and taxes, that could be yours.
That sounds very reasonable.
There's a photo, one of the Amazon photos that they have, it's on like a plain white table, right? Yeah. The very next photo, it's the same plain white table, but now it's up at the fucking red. So a ghost just appeared suddenly in that photo, apparently.
When they were doing the photo shoot for Amazon, a ghost appeared suddenly and just ate the cameraman.
And if it detects electromagnetic fields, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but wouldn't 5G be a concern?
You've changed.
I know, no.
You've changed, so you have. You've changed.
I don't mean it like that.
They're building all these towers. What are they trying to do?
Trying to control our ghosts.
They're trying to control my brain, Bill Gates.
I'm just thinking, the more electrical things in the world, it'll be affected more.
Jokes on Bill Gates. I don't got a brain. Fucked him right up. He doesn't know what's going on.
No, neither does my psychic girlfriend.
His first mistake was thinking everyone was as smart as he was. Jokes on him.
People, mostly idiots.
When he later checked his readings, however, Shaun, he believes he captured a spook, first telling him to fuck off before telling him it was trapped.
The ghost was trapped.
So the ghost says fuck off initially, and then comes in with I'm trapped, or I feel trapped.
Okay, so this ghost has changed its tune a little bit as they've been talking.
Yeah, he said of the experience, on previous visits, we captured a woman's voice asking, is my baby there? It's a place that I'm a little wary of, to be honest, and even in the daytime hours, it can be a bit spooky. I mean, Andy, you're literally the ghost guy. Why are you spooked by this? I don't understand.
Surely this is not your first experience.
No. Like, if I've survived 4 ghost attacks, with the 5th one, I'm feeling a bit more confident. I'm like, I might survive.
Yeah. But, the more you walk away from, surely you're like, okay, I'm now the most experienced Yorkshire ghost hunter.
Yeah. I didn't actually see or hear the evidence until playback, which is probably a good thing. Of course you didn't see or hear the evidence.
Until it was, just compressed and recorded 1,000 times
compressed,
over.
you can kind of edit it a little bit. You can maybe turn up the volume a little bit.
Record a track underneath just in case.
Yeah, so why not?
Also, I found a 1-star review for the K2 device.
Oh, fuck, go on. I'm after buying 4.
I know, Conor. 2 for each of us, just in case.
What in case one fails?
But this one, apparently, it goes off when they take a photo on their iPhone or someone sends them a text.
So it is 5G.
It is 5G doing it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you think Bill Gates is building these and it's sending them out as K2 meters as a way to control our brains.
Bill Gates, BG, big ghost, you know.
It's all there.
Yeah.
It's all fucking there.
Look, BG, B's the second letter of the alphabet.
And the Bee Gees, they were singing real high. And
they were staying alive,
unlike a ghost, which doesn't stay alive. And also their voices got very high. Ghosts can float, can't they? They're off the ground. I would describe them as higher than us.
It's a real tragedy.
Isn't that Steps?
Yeah, probably.
That's not even nearly close.
Bee Gees songs.
There's no way Bee Gees sang Tragedy. Tragedy is Steps.
Yeah, Tragedy is Steps, you're right.
You're an idiot.
Look, Conor, I started a joke, okay?
It's more never to finish it.
It's, I'm more than a woman. You should be dancing.
I'll tell you something, though. Something that gets overlooked. Go on. Fuck. I was going to say the Bee Gees are great.
Bee Gees are class.
Just
all of
to
the
let everyone
brothers.
know.
Love them.
Yeah.
Love them.
Amazing.
Also, Bee Gees have an album from 1979, Conor, called Spirits Having Flown.
Fuck me. Fuck me.
It's all really lining up there, isn't it?
So it's actually coming back to the Bee Gees, who then, Bill Gates was alive when the album came out. He worked on it with them.
Yeah, I'd say he was making Microsoft at the time.
And then he made Microsoft, which, how many letters are in micro?
5.
What's the star of Bill Gates' second name?
G. Put them all together.
You get Illuminati. That's what you fucking get. I didn't want to say it, but it's all fucking there.
Fucking Tragedy is a Bee Gees song. It's on the album. The Spirit one. The Spirit's Having Flown. It's the first track on that album.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I see. In my head, when you say Tragedy, I think of Steps.
That's fine, but we're thinking of it's the same lyrics. Probably is it a cover that Step? It was successfully covered by Steps.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've been lied to all these years.
So Bee Gees did it in February of '79. Steps went to in 1998. Now, both tracks reached the UK number 1 when they were released. Conor, isn't that interesting?
What did we look up last week?
I don't know. Was it Dozers?
The Dozers. So a lot of people might not remember this, but back when we first started, I didn't allow Shaun to Google anything because he gets distracted very easily.
The ADHD takes over.
What you've found in the last few weeks is what happens when he's given free rein is that he will just keep clicking on links and then going, oh man,
class.
this. I found a new piece of information.
But I like how quickly I folded when you were like, oh, but no, that Steps sings Tragedy. I was like, yeah, probably.
But I mean, I would know the Steps Tragedy.
It's a quality tune, Conor. But
that's good marketing from their point of view. Because growing up, I was like, that's Steps' song.
Yeah,
but maybe if you were older then, you'd be obviously aware.
But it's like how Johnny Cash is Hurt. That's a Nine Inch Nails cover, you know? But he has the more successful and popularly known version, I would say.
And also, that song is on every trailer, but it's in black and white, and it's sad and it's slow. That's how you know it's a good movie.
When they try and just evoke emotion using a song you know, but sad. Ooh.
Yeah, and it's black and white. It's got to be in black and white.
It's moody, Conor.
How else am I going to cry?
It's a real tragedy.
Like Steps.
No.
So he says, I didn't actually hear or see the evidence. On my way to the tunnel, I got talking to a gentleman walking his dogs. He said that to the best of his knowledge, no one had died in the tunnel.
What an opener to a conversation. Like, who starts a conversation
why include
like that?
Why include that in your ghost hunting story is what I want to know.
Because maybe there's an unknown murder that happened in the tunnel. You know, he's trying to put that out there so he gets a bit more.
One of the tales linked to the tunnel is of a young girl who was killed and known as the Mexborough Ragger. The Mexborough Ragger.
Ragger. R-A-G-G-E-R.
R-A-G-G-E-R.
Mexborough Ragger. Here's what we're doing here now. I see it's a stock photo of the railway tunnel goes. I mean, that's That's a posed photo, or because it's a very clear photo of someone in a white hood.
How do you know that's not a ghost?
It's Ghost Encounters Global have a video on their Facebook page that's an hour and a half long where they just walk through the tunnel with a flashlight.
So that's 90 whole minutes where nothing might happen, but something also might happen. You never know.
Yeah, it's what if I just died now on the recording? Wouldn't that be gas?
But also, can I just raise the point? If I see the ghost, I wouldn't put up a 90-minute video. I would put up a 60-second video of me and the ghost.
That's true, and it wouldn't end neatly. Like, genuinely, it ends at 1 hour 30 minutes.
No,
so, like,
I think I would probably end it maybe at 57 seconds, because it's like, this is really fucked. I see that a genuine, literal ghost.
I have the
just
clearest,
terrified.
best footage of a ghost
HD
you'll ever see.
HD.
Yeah. But it's buried behind my 4-hour vlog.
They do that with Bigfoot as well. I've got a 90-minute movie where I found Bigfoot. I'm like, dude, just like, if I found Bigfoot or aliens, I'm leading in with that, and then we can go back.
Which led some credibility to when Dogman was happening, because at least it was just like a 30-second video of this fucking weird thing that they saw.
I mean, look, Dogman is real. I mean, we all know that.
Dogs and men are both real.
And it's true. Together and apart, they are real.
Yeah. They're best friends, as we well know.
No, they've been morphed together, is what I mean.
Right, sorry. I thought you meant as they were hanging out together.
No, I meant dog man, as in like the man who's half dog, half man.
I still don't think it. Look, dog man, not real, is how I'm going to come down there. I'm really sorry.
There was a video and everything.
Yeah, but it wasn't great, you know.
It's a bit blurry, to be fair. Yeah. But it's better than a 90-minute movie where nothing happens.
No, totally. It's much more entertaining. But like 2022, I don't know how you can't get a clear photo of something weird.
I can do one of those reactions, so it's always dark, and then you just hear, and then they all fucking turn, their heads all fucking turn on a swivel.
Yeah.
So, but like, then they're like, wait, it was nothing, and then we walk for another 60 seconds.
And I like the argument is like, oh, they have to turn, and then the video is blurry. 360 cameras are a thing. If you're a serious ghost hunter, fucking invest.
I would add to it, and I would tell people to go missing halfway through the tunnel. Like, I'd say, like, right, Susan, when we hit 30 minutes, I want you to vanish into the darkness and just run back the way we came.
A scream a little bit, maybe, when you're a few yards away.
A little bit of scream, but you also got to sneak away quietly. We can't hear your footsteps. We just got to make sure the ghost has taken you.
Drag your feet so it sounds like you're being pulled along.
Tell you what, John, you kidnap Susan, right? That's
you murder Susan.
It's part of the gag. It's part of the show.
We need extra funding for the ghost hunting club, boys. Think about it.
Susan, this is a real good offer.
Taking one for the team here.
Shaun, I mean, I think that might be it for this week's weird news.
It's been
we never even got to Florida.
We didn't get to Florida this week.
No.
Well, we'll have to do a bumper episode when we get back of like.
Well, no, we have our top 10 weird news stories.
No, we'll just
year.
have to do. No, Conor, anything you've prepared already, we'll just do that. It's
anyone
fine.
Doesn't know, we are currently looking for votes on our top 10 weird news stories of 2022. We're going to do our top 10 rankings show that we do every year.
Yeah, that's
Shaun
a fun
bit. Nearly just maybe doesn't want to talk to me for a week because he doesn't like doing it, but it's also quite funny to make him do it. So if you have a favourite weird news story, please send it in to us. If there's a story when you hear weird news, maybe in the last 6 months, 9 months, hopefully 12 months, any further than that, I'm sorry you can't be joined in the competition.
Statute of limitations there, I'm afraid.
If there's a story that stood out to you in the last little while, please send them in. Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. They'll get thrown into the list. I'm compiling the list as we speak.
Yeah. And look, if you want to put the Dozer story as number 1, I mean, why not? That's half an hour.
Don't put that as number 1. Every year we always get loads of votes. So last year we had the most votes we'd ever had. I'm looking for even more this year. So what'll happen is we'll put the list together. There'll be like 25. And then I post it out onto the socials or to our patrons. If you're a patron, you're going to get first dibs anyway. But then we put the vote out And what happens is we count up all the votes, we leave it up there for a week. Everyone can vote for as many as they want. So maybe there's like 2 or 3 that you like. Just give them a vote, and then we count the top 10. That's what we do, and it's always a lot of fun. Just
it is, and
back.
like I gripe about it, but it is a really good way as well of say, like we tell one human being that we exist. That's a really good episode to introduce people to, because it's like you get the format of weird news, but it's all the best stories over the last 12 months.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, other than that, Shaun, you can have a normal outro if you'd like.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for listening to this episode of Weird News Wednesday. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero. We will not be back next week.
No.
So the week between Christmas and New Year's, we're actually taking off to spend time with family and things like that, and just kind of relax, have a little bit of a break. So we are due to return back to Movie Mondays on the 2nd of January 2023. And then Weird News and Hero or Zero following that for the rest of time. Big thank you to everyone over on Patreon who supports the show, patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Shout outs, of course, go to Róisín the Wife Palmer, Joe Burney, Ryan Technically Fine Evanson. All Waffles wants for Christmas is for you to listen to their podcast, Waffles and Mario Talk About Things. David Clarke, Shaun Chuck in the Wash and It'll Be Grand Jamieson, Dominic, Anna Irish Walrus Forever Hjelmroos, Danny McLaughlin, No One's Ever Really Gone Luke Hoth, Lordsmish, Michelle Browne, Michaela Doughty, Buster, Ed Ball, The Adventures of Indiana Jones and the Franchise That Just Won't Die. Thank you, Shaun. Conor and Lorraine are really quite embarrassed about all this nickname shithousery and hope Shaun can find it in his heart to forgive them.
He never will.
Never, not once. Russ, Shaun. I honestly can't believe you only think this is happening just to annoy you. That's just a happy coincidence. Parfitt and Jackson Brewheim. My God, that little crew at the end there.
It gets me every time.
Funnier every week, isn't it, lads?
Yeah, it's great.
But thank you, everyone, for the support. You're wonderful people. Hope everyone has a very happy Christmas, Hanukkah, festive season, whatever you want, and Happy New Year as well. We'll be back in the new year. You can support us a whole bunch of ways. Link below. The merch store, heroesforhire.ie/shop. Facebook is Detective Gentleman's Discussion Group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire Podcast. And most importantly, tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
And I think that's about it for the year, Conor.
I think it is. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I have been Shaun Meehan.
And Merry Christmas, everyone, or whatever you celebrate. Have a good one.
Michael Chicken. No, Merry Christmas.
Goodbye.
Bye.